It was playful and it was camp and it was just over the top with Ziggy. But as drugs started to take a more severe hold on my life, the ability within your conscious mind to actually deliver yourself into two separate parts disappears and the lines blur, and it's only this one formless mutant that's left behind. So it gets quite messy in there. It gets very messy in there. And by the mid-70s, I was so out of my gourd that really it was very impossible. It was all nigh on impossible for me to function in any rational way. So I didn't know I was playing characters by that time.
Why did you kill Ziggy?
I like it in black and white.
That's good, eh?
Yeah, haircut looks good. And it's American. Best haircut? I don't know. Maybe late 80s, I had a very, very, very short haircut when I was living in Berlin. Oh, guten Morgen. Haben Sie da Marlboro? Sorry, cigarette. Zigaretten. Are we on speed? Is it speed? Is it speed or coke? I can't tell.
I don't know, but it's going.
Well, both Iggy and I felt that it might be time to clean up, so we were very smart about it. We went straight out of LA to the heroin capital of Europe, Berlin. That was the smartest move we made. But you know something? We were totally unaware of that. We had no...
Oh, yeah, right.
We had
right.
I promise you, we had no idea. It just seemed such a romantically, historically interesting place, the Christopher Isherwood thing, and it being the gateway to Europe with all the art forms going in and out of there, and Dada being there. It just seemed like, you know, and, you know, the Bader-Meinhof and all that. There was something kind of, we felt conflict and tension in the air. God, if we can't write in this place, we can't write anywhere, you know. And we're straighten up as well. Which to a greater extent we did. It was, you know, it was sort of clean-up time. It was 3 years of going in and out of Berlin. I can't say that we lived there consistently all the time because we were still touring, you know, and all that as well. So we keep going back to the States and back to England and whatever. But I think one thing we got, it was actually shaking off the Hollywood thing, the LA thing, which, you know, it's sort of, you're served hand and foot there, and it's so easy to slip, especially when you're stoned, so easy to slip into that dependence on everybody around you. And where we chose to live in Berlin, actually not quite choice, because we were both skint, both really broke at that time, was an average working class area. A lot of Turkish around. It was a Turkish neighbourhood. And it was pretty much, you know, doing your own shopping. I know these sound like it's tragically, you know, thinking,
yeah.
You poor boy.
Yes, we're all crying
I
for
know,
you,
it's, yeah. In America, everything gets delivered to you. You phone up the shop, don't you? And sort of stuff gets sent round. Food and drugs, you know, so everything's a phone call away. But it was there was a kind of reality in that. And there's just the reality of trying to think without drugs as well. That was probably even harder. It's funny that I think the ones that had the more mediocre, vacuous personalities in that period fared far worse than the ones that really put themselves through the mill. And people like Bill Burroughs, you can't meet a healthy, well, ostensibly healthier, fitter, older guy. Everybody around him, like, they died, you know. Kerouac, who cleaned up and got all healthy, like, he's dead, you know. Bill Burroughs, who's probably spiked his body with more things, had more needles in him than a pincushion, is living among us. Now, I'm not...
Yes, what does that say about you?
I'm not suggesting for one small minute that you rush out and get your junkie kit together, you know. Not at all. It's just interesting that people who make those explorations, if they go through the cusp of those explorations, they do tend to come out the other side. In a way, better people for it, you know. So that's a dangerous thing to say, but it's true in my case. I'm glad I did everything I did, I really am. I would not, I can't, who might I recommend anything to anybody, but I certainly, it's everybody's own private individual needs, you know. And naturally, I would advise my son not even to think about it, because I know the inherent dangers of doing it. Somehow or other, I went through a whole series of survivals and crawled out of it all. And having got away with it, I'm really glad that I did it. But it's like, if I said to my son, yeah, Joe, I think it's a great idea for you to get in the shuttle and be shot off of it 1,000 miles an hour to the moon. You know, what a great thing to be able to look back on. I don't want him to get in it in case it blows up, you know. But I know what he means, like the journey is like, whoa, out of space.